When I have fears that I may cease to be, before my pen has gleaned my teeming brain, before high-piled books in charactery hold like rich garners the full ripened grain, when I behold upon the night's starred face huge cloudy symbols of a high romance, and think that I may never live to trace their shadows with the magic hand of chance.
And when I feel, fair creature of an hour, that I shall never look upon thee more, never have relish in the fairy power of unreflecting love, then on the shore of the wide world I stand alone, and think till love and fame to nothingness do sink.
Okay, so when he says, I may cease to be, we interpreted that as him dying. And in line 2, when he says, before my pen has gleaned my teeming brain, we felt as if he was saying that he might die before writing everything down. And line 3, charactery, represents the ideas that he hasn't collected and that he hasn't written down yet. And line 4, garners are things that hold grains. So he's showing that grains represent the ripe ideas that he's holding in his mind. And so these first 4 lines are all fears of dying before he has everything to say, and all of this is in his head. When he says cloudy and high romance, he's trying to describe this unattainable romance that is in his dreams, and the cloudy shows that it's unclear to him, and he's scared he won't be able to experience his idea of love. And we know this when he says the magic hand of chance, because he's not sure if he'll have the chance to experience it. And this group is in his head, but this group differs from the first one because it's more dreamlike when he says clouds, and he also says the night's starred face, meaning that it's at night. When he says fair creature of an hour, he is describing this unattainable, beautiful woman that it's changing in his mind, especially when he says an hour, because that makes her seem like she isn't here, she's only temporary. And he's trying to say that he will never see her again because he will never have the same dream twice, so she's never going to be the same. And in line 12, when he says unreflecting love, he's talking about a one-sided love because she isn't real, she doesn't exist. So then this is group 3, and it shows his transition from dream state into real life. And the unreflecting love is his probable fear of actually having an attainable love. So when he says, the wide world I stand alone, he is saying he's been brought back to reality, and he realizes that he is alone, and he's trying to make an effort to suppress his yearning for fame and for love, because he says, think till love and fame to nothingness do sink. So now this group, he's back in real life, and he's no longer dreaming. And we thought that the word fame related back to group 1 when he's talking about writing things down, being a writer, and then love related to groups 2 and 3 because he's describing this high love that he won't be able to have. And so for tone, we thought that he has a yearning tone, and he also sounds pretty lonely, melancholy, And we also thought that he was self-aware. He's aware of what's going on in his mind, and it's not really selfishness. It's more of a, he knows himself really well, and he knows when to come back into reality.